Hello and welcome to another Raggy's beer review. So today reviewing this one. It's called Lathyrus. So double dry hop New England IPA. There we go. From Buxton Brewery, based in Buxton, funnily enough. 6.7% ABV. Oh gosh. Brewed to an what's this? Hold on, show more. Brewed to an all new recipe from the mind of our brewer Rachel. Lathyrus is a mega hazy, ultra juicy, thick and pillory, double dry hopped New England IPA, dip hopping with Bravo and a generous dry hop of Azaka, Aconut, and experimental HBC 685 provide an abundance of orange and lemon citrus notes, alongside a dash of tropical mango, pineapple, and watermelon. So basically, tropical and citrus. So I got this from LowCostbeer.com. It's a 500ml. It's their part of their draft beer range that they do. Go check their website out, LowCostbeer.com, or if you live locally, it'd be called the Smiling Grape. Let's give it a punt, eh? So yeah, it comes in 330, 500 and 1 litre takeaways that can also be ordered on the internet. So, if you like the sound of it, and if you can't get to certain locations, or if you're still worried about getting out, because some people are, some people can't. So there we go, lovely orangey pour, good centimetre of white head on this. They were supposed to be at the Robin Hood Beer Festival last year, however, they didn't show for whatever reason, Obviously, I'm not privy to anything like that. So, got the orange and lemon on the nose straight away. Quite prominent orange and lemon. Right, cheers all. Let's dive in. Oh, that is a lovely, lovely citrusy forward beer. Really refreshing. It is soft. There's a softness there. It is a New England IPA. You expect that sort of thing, really, but yeah. It's amazing how these versions of IPA have come out. I mean, let's be fair, the first version was called an India Pale Ale. And nowadays, the IPA name, is it really the name it was back in the day? I suppose things change, don't they, and evolve. And it certainly has evolved with craft beer. The generation of craft beer we know now. Oh gosh, it's funny. You see modern trad breweries call themselves craft breweries, and they were craft, 12, 13, 14 years ago, and before that, they were the craft brewers of the time, and now today's are the craft brewers. So of this generation, it's interesting when you look back at what breweries are, and the breweries that call themselves craft breweries, and you look and you think, you're not a craft brewery. But obviously modern craft. So yeah, Buxton Brewery, in Derbyshire, in Buxton, and I go through when we go to Manchester. We go through. I'm sure we go through Matlock, Bakewell, and Buxton to get up to Manchester. One of these days, I'll get over that way, because the tap room, Buxton Brewery's tap room, is supposed to be really, really good. I mean, I'm hoping to get to Thornbridge's tap room in July on the day after my wedding vows. Once we've got rid of everyone, as you do, go up over for that. So looking forward to that. Looking forward to the wedding vows as well. I've got to line up a load of mini kegs from breweries across the UK to have at my Raggy Beer Festival. a once in a lifetime beer festival. Although, you know, may happen again. You know, if local breweries and pubs take over the aspects that I'm not interested in. I don't mind fronting such a thing, but I don't want to take over ordering and all that and organisation, because it's beyond me. It was supposed to be happening November time last year, but people moved in their jobs and it kind of died a death. And I don't think I was going through a lot of stuff with the dog, and sadly it never came to be. It was supposed to be like a nano brewery beer festival, a celebration of new and up and coming beer makers across the local East Midlands, and yeah, never really got off the ground. Yeah, I mean, I can promote across all social medias, but the logistical stuff and obviously paying for it is a bit all beyond me. I can contact breweries, I can do that side of things, but yeah. So Buxton Brewery getting quite the name for themselves. Obviously, we've seen their beers in the likes of Tesco's, Morrison's. Don't think I've seen them in Asda. I may have seen them in Asda, but I'm not sure. Definitely Tesco's and Morrison's. Absolutely beautiful tasting. And this draft beer form that LowCostbeer trialled Neon 2 years ago with me has grown into an amazing evolution for them, and really for a lot of breweries who may be struggling to get rid of kegs. I don't think they deal with cask. I think it's all keg. But for breweries struggling to get rid of keg, you know, talking to LowCostbeer, and you know, that side of things is way beyond my involvement. All I am is an end user, you know. But I see the possibilities where breweries that are struggling, you know, talking to somebody like LowCostbeer about getting rid of surplus stock, and that, and it's an interesting avenue to go down, because this LowCostbeer has become quite the Goliath on the online stage, and yeah, very interesting. And we never want to see beer go to waste anyway. None of us do. I certainly bloody don't. I mean, let's be fair. Good beer should be enjoyed by all. Um, there are people in this world that, you know, have only drank lagers, that don't understand what good craft beer is. And maybe there's an avenue for breweries, and certainly people who are good at teaching to I'll answer that in a bit, my daughter. Yeah, there's certainly an avenue for people, you know, for teaching to pee off. to get people to move over. I am very receptive to new styles, and you know, I've got there, but there are a lot of people who have only drank lager, or and not really going into wines and that, and you know, training your palate is a bloody interesting thing to do. I'm at that stage now where virtually I'm not 2 years ago, different kettle of fish, but now I'm virtually at that stage where there's nothing I can't drink and appreciate, although I still don't like absinthe because I was violently rough with it, and you know. So the tropical notes are definitely coming through now as it's warmed up a bit. and as it's mingled, certainly the orange and lemon, as I breathed in there, it's certainly the forefront of this beer. Oh, how can you not be happy when you brew something as good as that? You know, that it's a truly the New England IPA style. It's certainly, there's a soft, pillowy, you know, to replicate their words. 6.7% tastes like a 5%. Yeah, I did that earlier when I drank an 8%. Absolutely bloody walloped me when I got up the arse. Hey, carry on. Yeah. Never want to shirk a challenge. Oh, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. One of these days, the old Raggy's Beer Reviews will be doing something like this himself, you know, making this himself through grain. I mean, I did a Citra Pale Ale last year, and it turned out really well. It did. So flipping drinkable. And in fact, the 20 litres, it should have been 25, but it ended up being about 22. But the 22 litres went as quick as you like. I'm going to brew again soon, and I'm hoping to brew 3 barrels for my wedding vows, and something light, something like this, really pillowy, New England, a plum porter. Bear in mind, it's going to be July, so it's not really imperial start season, but I'm doing an imper. Hey! And then something like a barley wine as well. Yeah. And whatever I don't get drink on the day is coming home with the barrels. Hey, catching. Oh, so Buxton Brewery, what can I say? Um, when I look at Buxton Brewery as an outsider, you know, I always consider myself an outsider. Even in my own workplace, I consider myself an outsider. And I'm happy with that, you know. I'm happy with the ability to look at things from a perspective that's probably different to what everybody else looks at it, you know, part and parcel of being a gardener in my real life job. And for me, Buxton Brewery doing really well. To get into supermarkets, hopefully they're making the money they need to survive from that. You know, it's difficult. I know some that have gone into supermarkets made very little, um, but they continue to have a presence, certainly in Tesco's. Um, so they're obviously making something from it. But the brand recognition obviously goes beyond, way beyond that, you know, making minimal profit from supermarkets for a lot of work. But the brand recognition puts them amongst the bigger players in the UK craft beer scene, and collaborations that they've done as well. Certainly very interesting. For me, um, did what it said on the description. A lovely, easy drinking New England IPA. Like I say, got it from LowCostbeer, part of their draft keg range that they do. So check them out as well. And for me, yeah, top class craft beer. 4.5 out of 5. Yeah, a good interpretation of that style. Cheers, all.